everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a lovely day. So, I just finished up with a few errands and finished up with my laundry, and I can sit down and do React number two. And this one has to do with the live that Chantal just completed. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, the live is a little bit boring. And word of warning for those of you that have headphones or earbuds, she is smoking that doggone shisha throughout the live. I will do my best though to limit the sound of that stupid thing. You know how much I hate it. It's very irritating. Honestly, if Chantal wanted her nicotine fix, she could smoke that thing off camera and then go live and not have to subject anybody to it. But I honestly think she does it just to annoy people. She knows that sound is annoying and she just doesn't care. She wants to do everything and anything to upset and irritate people. And so she'll bring anything into the live she could think of to make that happen. So we're going to go over the live, but we're going to dip in and dip out. We're not going to stay very long. Before that though, I would like to react to some things that I found on Twitter. And there are many interesting things on Twitter, including a post with some information about what's going on with Kuwait and the things going on in Kuwait and what things might be potentially happening with Salah in particular. So I wanted to share that with all of you and let you guys give your thoughts and feelings and comments in the comments section because I do like hearing from everybody on my channel. I want to give you guys a voice and a chance to use your voices. So, how about we start with this stuff on Twitter? One moment, please. And I put something on my lips. Also, this is just whatever information. I just found out something, y'all. I used to live in Florida and now I live in the Pacific Northwest. I just found out that I have an allergy to foxtails. The property that I live on, there are foxtails everywhere. They're like little sticker plants that stick onto your shoes and your clothes, and they've been tearing up my feet. Anytime they touch my feet get all blistered, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why are my feet reacting this way? I had no idea what it was. Was it a bug? Is it a particular kind of plant? It's a foxtail. So I'm finding out that I'm having all kinds of allergies to things in the Pacific Northwest. First, I find out that I have an allergy to cottonwood, the pollen. Now I'm finding out that I'm allergic to foxtails. So I love you, Pacific Northwest. You're beautiful, but doggone it, you got some stuff up here that my body just does not like. So isn't that interesting? Anywho, let's go on to this stuff on Twitter. Now that I know that I have that allergy, I'm going to keep my feet covered up until foxtail season is over. It's just like, what is going on with these? Why are my feet breaking out? What is that? Now I know. Okay, so good to know. All right. So let's share the screen with Twitter, and I'll show you all the stuff I've been collecting on Twitter, all the little side notes. All right, let's start here with I'm Sunk 2. Oh, oops. Excuse me, sorry. So this person says, just facts. So here is a picture. Chantal currently, and the picture below it is a mukbang that she did quite a while back. And the caption is, you make money from private feedy pervs. Online food prawn is your game. Deny away. We all know it's not from 100K ghost. Oh, allegedly. Well, no lies detected with this picture. Absolute truth in it. Absolute truth. But not only is she doing food prawn, but she's basically prawning out her health as well. She's basically putting a price on her health, and she sold every single bit of it, and she has none left. Okay, something cool from Hakan Kapuku. This mother cow just delivered a baby and shows gratitude to the man for the help he provides. Good humans don't only go to heaven, but they also turn everywhere they are into heaven. Aw, I love cows. Cows are basically just big dogs with horns that moo at you and give you milk. Look, so mama cow's like, thank you. You saved my baby. I love you, human. That's awesome. And this one from Boot and Vegan, not a single care was given. So this dog has the right idea on a hot summer day. Just gonna lay in the water. I'm fine over here. Just don't move me. That's awesome. Okay, failure to lunch says Foodie Beauty getting annoyed that no one is in her chat. So this moment that failure to lunch is showing, this is the beginning of her chat. Chantal was very annoyed that as soon as she turned her camera on, people weren't filing into the room. She just doesn't have any concept of the fact that it's the weekend. People are out doing things and buying groceries and running errands and spending time with the family. I mean, it is summer. People go to the beach, they have barbecues, they got things to do. She expects all of her beezers to be at her disposal anytime. So, of course, she's annoyed when she turns on the camera and nobody's there. So, let's watch. Why do you have to sing? Please don't sing. And there's that doggone shisha. By the way, Chantal, with you smoking the shisha, you really have nothing to say against anyone who smokes cigarettes. Whether it's FFG, whether it's me, whether it's somebody else, you have nothing to say about anyone who smokes cigarettes or them having a cigarette voice, because a shisha session is equal to 90 cigarettes. Girl, I couldn't smoke 90 cigarettes all at once if I tried. It would make me sick. But if you're over there smoking the shisha, no criticism towards those of us that are cigarette smokers.
Arabian Julia. Like Arabian.
See, she looks very annoyed that nobody's there. Chantal, when you do live streams, you just have to take into account that people are busy. They have normal lives, they have jobs, they have activities, they have things outside the home that they want to do. Just because you're a homebody and you want to stay home and do whatever doesn't mean everybody else feels that way.
Darn it. Okay, where are you people? Hurry up, yalla.
Wow. Okay, where are you people? Hurry up. Why? Why should they hurry up? Even if they were there as soon as you started, what are they expecting? What are you going to do? You're sitting there smoking your shisha, and throughout the entire live you didn't do anything extraordinary. It's not like you had a special event planned and it was time sensitive. So why get cranky about people not being there? You want people to show up and spend an hour of their time listening to you blabber about nothing. Like, there's really no urgency for that.
Yellow soda.
And she's so rude. Like, I don't know why you beezers that are still with Chantal, I don't know why you put up with this rudeness. You really don't have to. But hey, do as you will. It's YouTube. When you get bored enough, when you get tired of her being rude, you'll figure out what to do. It's not for me to tell you. You just got to get tired of her on your own. Failure to lunch. I just caught what you did. The tumbleweed blowing in the wind. Awesome. Well done.
Ghostface, assalamu alaikum.
Okay, that's the clip. Thank you. Failure to lunch. Now this is cool from Katie saying, "Hey Katie, what did you do today?" "Oh, I just made a tote out of some jeans from Goodwill. A totally normal thing to spend a Saturday doing. It's got all the pockets. You know what, Katie? I actually like that tote. It's very boho, it's very hippie, it's very casual. I like it. I like things like that. Have you ever thought about making things like that and selling them? Because I think they would be a hit. I'm just saying. Peach Slicks says the hater in question being diabetes. Now, Vampire Princess says, keep it up. You do whatever you want. F the haters. Eat whatever you desire. You got this, girl. So tell me you have feedy people on your channel without telling me you have feedy people on your channel, Chantal. That either they have the food fetish or maybe they have issues with food themselves and they're just looking for a tribe to be a part of, like attracts like, birds of a feather flock together sort of thing. Maybe finding a place of acceptance, or they've got food issues and they don't want to address them. So they find someone on YouTube that has the same issues and they feel like their issues are okay and they don't want to get them treated. I'm just saying. Okay, Girl World Lurker says this ashtray is for Salah as I don't smoke. Remember what Chantal said? She said, I don't lie. I just changed my mind. So knowing Chantal, I can already tell you what she's going to say. Well, the ashtray really is for Salah because I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke shisha. And with a shisha, you don't need an ashtray. Well, Salah is barely there. Why would he need an ashtray? That ashtray is for you. But of course, you're going to put the spin on that as he's still there and that's for him. Okay, Chantal. Eve's Hasty Bun says the most bizarre thing about Chantal's latest is the way she looks into the camera while taking a bite of food as if she's somehow sticking it to her viewers with this behavior. You're the only one suffering here. We're just bored and kind of grossed out. Very truthful. She can eat every bit of food in the world. None of us are going to gain weight or have health problems as a result. So it's just this method of defiance makes no sense. If you're doing something to hurt somebody and you're not hurting them, you're hurting yourself, doesn't make sense to do it. All right. This is from Fegan. You guys have heard the saying, it's so hot outside I could fry an egg. Well, in Dubai, it's for real. Look. This is Dubai, and they're actually frying an egg in a pan in Dubai. And I believe it. So Dubai, when you guys say it's so hot outside we can fry an egg in a pan without an oven, I believe you. I absolutely believe you. That's some heat. That is definitely some heat. Failure to lunch says Foodie Beauty's latest live synopsis. She has to quit the Jane Fonda workouts and the swimming pool. She's still not talking about why she finished the live so abruptly. She treats her shisha like it's Natter's green pea. But most importantly, she used one of my video titles, so rude. Well, failure, she does that a lot. She looks at other people's ideas because she has none of her own. But failure to lunch included the title in question. Foodie Beauty goes live to prove she's alive. Yeah, I would agree she did borrow from you, failure. But that's really not a surprise to me. Dell says, God, this is never not funny to me. At least I can carry you, says Chantal, calling anyone desperate. I'd like to remind you all of the first time we'd ever heard of Saint Salah. Yeah, let's go back in time for a minute. Let's watch.
I have been seeing somebody. I've only known this guy for like 2 days. I'm going to be keeping this relationship very private. We plan on eventually doing some traveling videos together. He's around my age, so it's really perfect. He has a really good job.
Oh my. Oh my. The lies that she told him, the lies that he told her. I'm sure she told him a bunch of lies about how she looked and how much he weighed. And she was probably bragging about her YouTube channel and making all kinds of promises about, you stick with me, kid. We'll both be successful. We'll be on easy street. And the lies that he told her about having a good job and I'm financially successful. And then they met and then they both found out how much each other was a liar. But you know what? Chantal didn't care if Salah had money. As a matter of fact, I believe she was thrilled that he didn't have money because she's a control freak and she likes to make men codependent on her. So when she found out he didn't have money, you know that she was basically rubbing her hands together and thinking, ooh, I can make this one dependent on me and I can control him and he'll never get away from me. I mean, any normal, independent woman, once they found out that the man that they were interested in lied to them to that degree, they'd be walking the other way, not Chantal. She stuck with this fool for 2 years. So she doesn't care about certain things. She doesn't have any standards. It's all about, I want you, you're attractive to me, and so I'm going to stick with you no matter what. No matter if you're the most horrible person in the world, it doesn't matter. You're in my crosshairs and that's it.
I've only known this guy for like 2 days. I find traditionally Arabic men are more take care of a woman, because he'll be like, you know, anything, I can provide you with anything, you know, like just say the word everything, like future money, like you don't have to. There's some things about the culture that are ingrained within him that I respect. I've only known this guy for like 2 days. He wants to buy me a ticket to come like in 2 weeks to like buy a ring. I guess like a really, he wants to like just me to move in his house.
You know, any normal female, even ones that may be a little bit lonely and looking for love, you want to be in a relationship, you're talking to a guy online, you've never met him, and within 2 days he's proposing to you. You've never met the dude once and he's proposing. Red flags on the field everywhere. Like, what is the rush to propose? What is the rush to be in a marriage? If it were a normal thing, when you meet people, they like, hey, let's get to know each other. Let's talk. Let's talk online. Let's meet in person a couple of times. Let's spend some weekends together and see how it goes. You know, you take your time with a relationship, a real one. If you got somebody in your face and they are pushing on marriage and a quick proposal without even meeting, that is such a red flag. Like, what are you in a rush for? What's going on here? There has to be something pushing you to push me to be with you. But Chantal, the way she took this, you know, like fast track to love, she looked at it from the perspective of, oh, this guy must really be into me. And that's why he's moving so fast. He must really be in love with me. He must really want to be with me. No, it sounds like there was some situations going on there that he was trying to use you to remedy. There had to be some reason why he was gravitating towards you, Chantal. And there has to be another reason why he was pushing the whole marriage deal.
In like Kuwait, he wants to get married, but he's like almost perfect in every way. He's like,
You know, it's so amazing to me that for a person like Chantal, that she swears she wants and needs love, she won't take the time to make sure it's the right love. And honestly, I don't think Chantal loves anybody. I think she needs people. She doesn't love people. And there is a difference. When you love someone, love is balanced, it's healthy, it's by choice. Both parties are important. Both parties consider each other in every way. There is respect, there is trust, but need is you need something from them. You know, it's need is different than love. She uses the word love, but what she means is, I need you. I need you for my ego. I need you so I won't be lonely. I need you to go get the takeout for me. That's really what she means. Need. Sometimes when you hear the word love from somebody, what they actually mean is they need you. It's all about like why they're around you and what they expect from you. And that's why you have to get to know them, their good side, their bad side, their ugly side, and whoever it is your partner in life is, before they are your lover, before they are your husband or your wife, they have to be your best friend. That person that you confide in and you can tell anything to comfortably. You can share complete silence with. You don't have to explain yourself all the time. She's never had that kind of relationship. And she never will have that kind of relationship because she's too needy, jealous, insecure, controlling, self-centered, self-absorbed. So there you have it.
Like, you don't have to, when you get here, you don't have to worry about anything. You live here, you don't have to worry about driving, have a car, you don't have to worry about, like, the men in that culture take care of everything. And you know what? I fucking,
Yeah, well, it's been 2 years. What exactly is he taking care of? You're so stupid. What exactly is he taking care of? Nothing. He's depending on you to pay for everything. So I guess he wasn't the person you thought he was.
love that.
But then again, to be fair, you were not the woman you portrayed yourself out to. So I find it karmic justice. The two scammers came across each other and scammed each other, and they've both been nothing but miserable. But that also happened with her and Natter. So she keeps running into scammers and they keep running into her, and there's nothing but misery every time that happens.
I want to be taken care of, guys. You know, it's nice.
I want to be taken care of. You want to be taken care of. In what fashion? In what fashion, Chantal? Because I'm going to give you my outside perspective. I think your time in Kuwait has been horrible. If you're trying to use your time in Kuwait and with Salah as a sort of regressing back to your childhood in a way, trying to live a second childhood where you're treating a guy like a father figure and he takes care of all the financial responsibilities so that you can sit in a room and do your mukbangs. It's been bad for you. It's been very bad for you physically, emotionally, mentally. It's been bad. You've not grown as a person. You've actually regressed, in my opinion. You act more like a child than you ever have. You never acted that way with BB or Pete's or Natter. Something about Kuwait and Salah has made you regress mentally back to a place where you should not be. You just got too comfortable giving somebody all the control to pay the bills and the rent, da-da-da-da-da. You just wanted a space where you could do your mukbangs and indulge in your food addiction, and it has been horrible.
Nice to be worshipped. He calls me goddess, and I've only known this.
He calls you goddess, but he called Kybella goddess too. And he said, and I quote, "Your butt is more important than my family." Saying that to a woman that he'd never met, will never meet, did not pay him thousands of dollars. He was willing to give up everything for her butt. So how much value does he really place on you, Chantal?
This guy for like 2 days.
Like honestly, he was, you know what he was looking to do, Chantal? He was looking to upgrade. He was looking to trade up. He was looking for someone else to replace you. Looking for somebody with money who wasn't so much of a headache and a burden. He was looking to trade up, and it got exposed, but he still tried. So you were not irreplaceable with him. He's just looking for another stepping stone to step on before he lets you go.
This man is very, very, very smart, has a very good job.
No, he doesn't. Well, you know what? I take that back. He does have a job, and that's working people like you, and he was successful, and he got some stuff out of you. And the final form is him getting to Canada. So I don't know if he's going to succeed. I don't think he will, though.
Makes good money, has his own place, has a good, nice car, drives very well. Well, he's going to pay for me to go there. Like, he wants to fully take care of me as his wife. Like, fully.
What do you mean he's going to pay for you to go to Kuwait? Remember how we all found out, y'all, that she sent $9,000 to this idiot, Salah? She paid him. She totally paid him.
Only know this guy.
So if this guy was so enamored with her, why was she paying him $9,000? Why wasn't he footing all of her bills?
For like 2 days. And he wants to fly me out like next week and get married.
Do you know why he wanted to basically lock onto you that quickly, Chantal? Because he saw you as low-hanging fruit. He saw you as a cash cow. He saw you as a gold mine. And he wanted to make sure that he had his hooks in deep and had you close to him so that nobody else could come along and snatch you up before he had a chance to drain you a little bit. It wasn't about love. It was about, this one's got a lot of money and I want to get to it before somebody else does. So that's what all the hastiness was about. It wasn't about emotion. It was about the bank account.
he has a 2-week vacation from work, and he's like, I'll just pay for a ticket for you. You don't have to pay for anything when you're here. He's like, I'll order us food every day.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up. So stupid. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is a great comment from Kelly, courtesy of Hidden Truths. Kelly says, I guess she just doesn't give a crap, even after, in her words, being the sickest she ever was. She's just going to DIE day by day over food. This goes to show you she has a loveless marriage, or she would fight for it. That last part of the comment was the one I wanted to focus on. So if the marriage or the relationship were even somewhat real, why wouldn't it motivate her to be better, to get healthier, to stop this nonsense? You know, wouldn't it give her motivation to turn things around? She says she loves Salah, oh, handsomest man, right? Well, if you got handsomest man, and if you're in a better place, why are you getting worse instead of better? And if you have a loving husband, why isn't he acting like one and putting his foot down? Or walking away if he can't? Because somebody who has an emotional attachment to somebody, a connection with somebody, with a situation like this, they would say either fix it, fix yourself, or I'm gone. Because I am not going to stand by and let you destroy yourself without a word, because that's not a relationship, Chantal. When you have a partner, they are your partner. They stand with you, they care about you, and they speak up when they need to. So tell us again how you have a loving marriage. I ask you, where is the love? Because I don't see it. I don't feel it. I see no evidence of it. Okay, y'all lean in and pay attention. This is a great post, courtesy of Burgundy Rose Bunny and Crab Sign. Sam, please read. Let me know your thoughts. So let me just read it for you because some of the text is kind of small and there's a lot here. Hold on. Okay, the post says, I keep saying this, but it goes unnoticed. This is my opinion. There's crap to back it up, though. My boyfriend is Omani, a Gulf country with Kuwait. The laws are extremely similar. Many refugees from the Syrian war escaped to Kuwait. Kuwait said if people are not there on a work visa, they must leave the country. The Syrian war in 2020 went into ceasefire. Many expats will pay a business owner to sponsor them, i.e., Salah's friend Allah, which isn't his real name, by the way. My boyfriend translated it, i.e., also using the perfume business. If they had a falling out that was so bad, Allah could have decided to unsponsor him. This would make Salah illegal in Kuwait. Salah owed Allah money. Allah was waiting for a payout with Chantal's money, and Salah was breaking his promise. I know they had this deal because my boyfriend translated the text from that first stream Allah did when he flashed his phone proving he loaned Salah money. My boyfriend is the one who found Salah's old Facebook saying Abu Ammar. Allah covered it up, said, oh, that's a nickname. Yes, it's a nickname, but it literally means father of Omar. People only use this as a nickname when they have a child. I believe he's already married. His marriage certificate to his first wife could have been lost in the Syrian war. Only men with money can have a second wife. But like Chantal said, there are loopholes. The news article posted by Arab Times Kuwait June 6th through June 7th on the front page, the very day Chantal showed the suitcase, is about illegals having to leave the country by June 17th or renew/fix their visa status. I know Salah cannot get a visa to other countries because they're choosing to visit countries where visas are not required, i.e. Thailand. Chantal said eventually Malaysia, 85% of refugees lost all documents, birth certificates, deeds, marriage certificates. If Allah canceled his sponsorship, this would screw him. I'm sure Salah has an ID for Kuwait, but it would be hard for him to get a visa for other countries without documentation and only a work visa in Kuwait. Salah must hope that he can get Chantal as an expat under a spousal visa to get to Canada. However, Kuwait has the same law Oman used to have. The Sultan of Kuwait would have to sign their documentation to make that official, and it could take years. My boyfriend's brother waited 6 years. Kuwait still has this law. That day at the courthouse was to submit those papers. Also, Chantal can't become an expat to another expat under a spousal visa because it requires a wellness check. People with high blood pressure and diabetes aren't permitted, and that's why Chantal continues to do these health arcs for Salah. She probably gave him hope that she can cure her diabetes or get it under control enough to pass. The question is, Salah still there, or will he still be there after June 17th? Look, I don't know what's going on with Chantal and Salah, but the feeling is that something is up and that she has to leave very, very soon. It's very interesting that Chantal took Salah off of her TikTok and she's barely mentioned him, and she's making a point not to wear her ring. Could that be for YouTube to make speculation happen? I don't know. But when it comes to Chantal, I've learned that patience is key. It's one of those wait and see things. Whatever lies she's telling us, she's going to tell us, but eventually the truth comes out. And so I'm patient and I'm going to wait and see what happens. Let's see what happens on or before June 17th. Something tells me she's going to have to leave. Uh, she's going to have no choice. She's not going to be happy about leaving. I don't think Salah's going to be with her. She's not going to be happy about that, but this is one of those situations where the Kuwaiti government outranks her and it's over her head and there's nothing she can do. For right now, she's still putting on appearances like he's still with her and this is still a thing, and oh, they're going to do vlogs together, but I seriously doubt it's going to happen. Honestly, I don't know how it would happen. They really don't have the money to travel. Like, where are they going to go? And what if they do travel? Let's just say they do go to Malaysia or Thailand. Do they have the funds to stay there another month? And what's going to happen if Chantal travels and she tries to go back to Kuwait and they deny her entry? Does she have the money to get back home to Canada? Don't know. Anyway, that was a really interesting post. And thank you, Crab Sign, for posting that. That was very informative. And it's also very interesting. Okay, so is that it? Yup says Foodie Beauty is barely talking about Scatman and he hasn't been in her chat. Tell me something happened without telling me. Well, she likes to make people speculate. She knows that we notice every detail. That could be an on purpose thing. That could be an accidental thing. Don't really know. But that's it for all the Twitter stuff. So we just, we got through it. Now let's get on to the live stream. And like I said, two things. We're going to breeze through this. We're just going to get the gist of it. And word of warning for all of you that have headphones or earbuds. She's got the shisha out. So if there's any irritation from that, I completely apologize. I wish there was some way to block out that doggone sound. I hate it myself. I have tinnitus in both ears. And I hate irritating sounds anyway. So apologies ahead of time. Big apologies. So sorry. But let's capture some of this live and see what she has to say.
I think there's one Chinese. Yeah. There's a PF Chang's in the mall. Actually, I think there's.
Oh, and another thing. Lots of talk of food in this live. Lots of talk. Because what else would she talk about?
There is a place called China Garden, a BBJ. Last time I weighed myself, I'm down 15 kg. Where's the beef and green pepper bees? That does sound good. I like this. I find Chinese food, like beef, though, is like rubber. I don't know.
Chantal, nobody cares about the food. You know what I wish? I wish you would do your live chats in sections, and you would do what some people do. Like when they do a live chat or a video, they will put the little sections in the live that if you're looking for something specific, you can just click on that section and bypass the rest of the stuff. That would be great. Like have one section where you talk nothing about food, and those who want to focus in on the food can focus on that section, and then have talk of other things. And then for those of us that are interested in the other things can go to that. I wish you would do that.
I haven't had good like beef and broccoli.
Who cares?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I could make like that kind of food, but I have to buy like oyster sauce and I don't know.
I just skipped ahead and we're more food.
Would you ever do a collab with Pete's? Well, he unless he comes here. Hi, Panda Express. I don't like talking about health. It's so annoying. It's just annoying.
I don't like talking about health, says the woman who never shuts her mouth about her health. What were all those videos talking about your diabetes and your blood sugar and showing the monitor and doing readings on camera? What were those? Oh, that's right, exploitation. Monetizing and exploiting things that are wrong with you that are your fault. My bad.
To me, it's just something that I don't enjoy doing as content. Like, yes, I enjoy eating. Okay, I enjoy doing things.
Listen, don't let her fool you. She says, I don't enjoy doing these health related topics and videos. She doesn't care. Listen, she does not care. Chantal would make content out of anything if she knew it makes her some coin. She wouldn't care how disgusting or vulgar or offensive the subject. If somebody told her, talk about this, do this, discuss this, and you'll make a crap ton of money because it's going viral, she would do it. She's not going to just talk about and showcase things that she's interested in or have to do with her. It's about, I need to make money because I've got to support my paid actor boyfriend or friend or associate, and I've got to feed my food addiction. So whatever it takes to get both of those things accomplished.
But I don't find that I have like as much negative feelings because I've just been like, I do my mukbang and then I'm happy. Like I get like, you know, to eat like what I want. And then I feel like, okay, you know, if I can do that, I'll just be responsible in some way, you know, like I'll just eat something homemade and healthy after for supper, or, you know, it depends between junk food and real food. And Tatum Lee, hi Fernanda. Is that like after you eat the junk food, you're like still kind of like not hungry, like as in like you want it. It's like your body's missing like nutrients. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like listen, I'll be real with y'all. I eat fast food every once in a while, but I have noticed that when I eat the junk food meals, you feel sluggish. Like you feel just, my God, I'm stuffed. I feel like a fat hamster. Roll me across the lawn. You feel so uncomfortable. It's like your body's like, ooh, like what you do that to us for? What is going on? What do we do to you that you're forcing this into us? Like it's not right. Versus healthy food. But this is her diet every day.
So that's why like I crave to like cook with the food I have here after like.
No, you don't. Listen. You know, Chantal, nobody can stop you doing the mukbangs. I just wish you would be honest about it. Just come on camera and say, listen, I'm a food addict. I love to eat food, especially fast food, and I'm catering to a certain group of people in my audience, and I'm just interested in gathering them to me and profiting off of them. And the rest of you, I don't care. That would be 100% honesty. That would be a rare thing for you. But it would be honest because that's what's going on here. That's honestly what's going on. You don't care about your health. You don't care to eat healthy food. You want the junk food. You want the brain explosions that come with the sugar and the carbs and all that. Like you're chasing the tail of the dragon, looking for anything that'll make you high. And one of the things that gets you high is getting on camera and doing something naughty. You know, somebody asked her a long time ago, Chantal, why don't you eat off camera? You know, save yourself the aggravation. You know what she said? Because it's not as much fun. It didn't give her a thrill to eat by herself. She wants to eat in front of people because she wants that reaction. So that should tell you everything you want to know about why she does it.
You know, what I made tonight was really good. I don't know. I have a lot of fruits and I have a lot of vegetables.
And another thing, that healthy food that you're taking from the food bank, can you please stop? Leave that healthy food for people that actually need it. The only reason why you get the food from the food bank is because that's your backup food in case you don't have enough money for takeout. That's the only reason why you're going to the food bank.
I have to use. You guys saw that. Oh yeah, Tracy. No, I don't feel bad after doing mukbangs anymore because I don't know. Like I said, it's a different day of like binging and eating bad. Then I'd probably feel bad. Yeah.
Oh God. So I'm looking in the chat and Miss Diana says, how could someone start a mukbang channel? What advice would you give to views? I heard this morning through, whose chat was I in? Life and Vibe. And while I was in Life and Vibe's chat, somebody made mention that YouTube is cracking down on mukbang channels and people who do mukbang videos. They look at that as self-harm content. There were a couple of content creators that were already dealing with videos being taken down or something. So not a good idea to start mukbanging. Sounds like YouTube is kind of putting their foot down on that. Besides, it's not a healthy way to go, Diana. It really isn't. I mean, look at Chantal. Look what it's doing to her. Do you want to end up to being 500 pounds and unhealthy? It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it.
My eyes look swollen and puffy. I find they look the same all the time. What do you think disease I have, Susie? I don't know what you're getting at. I don't know, Miss Diana, because like I kind of started doing mukbangs when they were just becoming like super popular in like America, like North America.
Yeah, and Chantal started her channel and she was doing a variety of content. She was doing makeup hauls, makeup looks, going out with family members. She was trying a little bit of everything, including video game playthroughs. And then she hopped on the mukbang trend and then noticed the views were sizable. And she stuck with that. She absolutely stuck with it. And she's been doing it ever since. Although, Chantal, just like the mukbang trend, you're a trend also. And just like any trend, there are high points with a trend. There's a popularity point, and then after a while, it's not popular and people stop watching. So you had your high moment in Girl World when you were getting a lot of views and there are a lot of people reacting to you, and things have greatly petered off. And you're just not getting the memo that, you know, that your time of being popular and making a lot of money is over.
Nice. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, Keena Bear. Thank you. I don't know. It's not like he doesn't love that kind of fast food. Like his favorite fast food is like fried chicken or what does he like? I don't know. He loves shawarma.
I know that she likes to smoke the shisha, but okay, I'm just telling you guys, I am a cigarette smoker. I do have a nicotine habit. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I get stressed out and I need something to calm down. And I know what you're going to say. Rose, really? Like a cigarette is the difference between being stressed and non stressed? For me right now, yes, although I am trying to quit. I want to quit. I'm tired of needing a cigarette. I don't know how I got started with this crap, but I'm going to try to cut back and then slow down and stop altogether. But why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing it up because as someone that I smoke cigarettes, when you are a cigarette smoker, or maybe somebody that you have a glass of alcohol or wine, there's nothing like stress that will make you smoke more. So Chantal is sitting on this stream and she's smoking the shisha and she's really, really hitting it. I used to work at a club and I would take note of people, how they were dressed, their mannerisms, their body language. And one of the things that I would always look out for was how fast or how slow they were drinking their drink or smoking their cigarette. The more stressed out a person is, the more upset, the faster they're going to smoke that cigarette. I mean, they're not going to let it go. So here's Chantal with the shisha pipe. And if she were relaxed, she wouldn't be hitting the shisha so hard and so often. So I don't know what's going on in the background with Chantal, but she was smoking the shisha for a while and then she stopped. And now she's back at it and she's really hitting it heavy. Chantal, you're telling on yourself. You're stressed out about something. Maybe you're stressed out about leaving Kuwait and leaving Salah behind. Maybe something happened. I don't know, but one smoker to another, I can tell, girl, you're stressed out because you're not letting that pipe out of your mouth.
I made fried chicken once, but it didn't turn out good. The Jane Fonda workouts, I got really sore. And I was like, those were really sore. I just took a break and just never
She
went
was
back.
saying that the workouts made her muscles sore. She really didn't work out. All she did was do some slow stretching exercises. Chantal, if you saw the things that I did today, you'd be like, how did you do that? Well, because I can move it a normal way. But all you did was stretch.
But I can anytime, I guess. Hey, Andre Marie. The swimming. Yeah. I hate like getting dressed, the preparation that I don't like doing. And then like after like, I don't know, your clothes are all wet. That annoys me. 21 in Ontario. Nice. I wish. It's been too hot. No shortage of bomb fried chicken here in the South. Yeah, I bet. Hey, Energy Egg. I betcha. I bet.
And for the record, that is such a freeze frame. Sorry. For the record, when you do smoke a cigarette, like you get that nicotine in your blood and you feel it hit you. And remember, Chantal smoking this shisha, and it's much more potent and powerful than one cigarette. It's 90 cigarettes. So there's no need for her to hit the pipe that hard that often. You're being so rude, Chantal, blowing straight at the camera. Are you stupid? Bad etiquette, ma'am. Bad etiquette. No wonder Salah won't take you out anywhere.
Actually, Jay, that's weird. I don't know if I mentioned that I was going to make honey lemon because that's what I was one of the things I was going to make this week. Oh my gosh. Oh, really, Christy Taylor? I never heard of Dad Challenge podcast. That's interesting. Zoe, Canada's not in the plans for a while because we have other plans to go travel. That's why the suitcase is still there. My spare room is, I have about 4 suitcases in there already, but 2 are like broken. And they're so.
Chantal, I don't know if you're planning on traveling with Celine to think about that. You really need to give that some thought. Kuwait is becoming much more strict, much more of a hostile work environment for you. You're getting low on money. The money keeps dropping. And let's just say you and Salah did go to Malaysia. Then what? You're spending money to go to Malaysia with him. And then if you try to come back to Kuwait, you may be denied entry. So there you are, going to be stuck in an airport, unable to go back to Kuwait with no money to get home. Are you planning on phoning up your family and crying to them about being stuck in some airport somewhere? You know what you need to do. You're just being a stubborn mule and you refuse to do it. You don't want to leave Salah's side. If you're worried about him, don't worry about him. He was fine before he met you. He'll be much more fine after you're gone. He's got friends. He's got family. Just walk away from this thing. I'm telling you. You don't have the money to keep bouncing around from place to place, applying for visitor visas, hoping and praying and crossing your fingers that Kuwait lets you back in. You're in really bad health. Sooner or later, everything's going to catch up with you. Walk away from the poker table before you have absolutely no chips left.
I don't know. The hard plastic ones, they break easy. I already had dinner, Brian. I had like beef and rice. No, I can't go in a bathing suit, Kina, because there's like buildings around with windows. And if somebody happens to like just walk in, because like the way the pool is, it's not fully enclosed. Like you they're from the outside. Your coworker asking, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool.
And this was the live that she was having a hissy fit because people weren't coming in immediately. Like she was in a bit of a mood because people were piling in for her. And yet here we are, we're about 15 minutes in. You guys see anything exciting? Does season 3 look lit at all? No. This is what's lit. That's lit. This is a lighter. The lighter is lit. It's on fire, Chantal. Your content, not so much. I don't even feel any warmth. It's not lit. You were having a fit that people weren't piling into your live on a weekend when everybody's out doing stuff, that you just drop everything, run to their computer, and watch you for an hour or so. But why? They're giving up an hour of their quality time with themselves or with family and friends for you. For what purpose? Just to sit and listen to you talk about nothing and smoke your shisha and blow smoke into the camera. That's why people aren't showing up. They're like, I'm sorry, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. I'm giving up my time for exactly what? There's nothing exciting here. I'm not being entertained. I'm just sitting here being bored for an hour because as YouTube content creator, they want to get their Google AdSense money. They're hyper focused on getting that Google AdSense money. But as a subscriber, as a viewer, what am I getting out of it? Nothing. I'm just going to sit here bored and have the live playing in the background so she calms all the way down.
Humidity. Ew. Baba ganoush, yum. I have to.
Oh, I forgot to mention this in the last react. I am so sorry. This kind of slipped my mind. So in the live that I saw this morning, it was made mentioned that Natter on the Natty Daddy channel, he did a live or a video called I'm So Happy. So I don't know if that means that he's talked to Chantal and she's on her way back and he's happy about that. I mean, it could mean anything. It could be a troll for all I know. But I just thought that was interesting. I mean, I know that Natter's been hurting for money ever since Chantal left. He can't bounce drama back and forth with her, and she's not there to pay for everything. He wants his sugar baby status back. So if she's talked to him and said, I'm on my way back, he might have given a clue and said, I'm so happy. Well, we will see what we will see, won't we?
No, Wendy's was my lunch. I ate it pretty early in the day, like maybe now. So I ate that at like 1.
I don't care about your food. Shut up.
Yeah. What is your favorite fast food meal if you could choose only one?
What is wrong with people in her chat? Look at them. Talking about food, mentioning food to her. And you know what that's going to lead to? All of you food focused people in her chat. If you guys aren't feedies, what are you? You're idiots. That's what you are. You're talking about food to someone who's got a severe addiction to food. You talking about food with them is going to trigger them to eat food. So if you don't want that to happen, don't talk about that with them, unless you do want that to happen. And then when she ends up in the hospital, don't you dare get online and say, oh, Queen Chantal, I hope she's okay. I'm so sad that she's gone and she's sick. When you were all up in her chat, triggering her to eat, I don't want to hear nothing from none of you talking about food with Chantal. I'm just, nope, nope, nope.
I don't know. Nashi. No. I don't know, Element. I'm just chatting with you guys. Where do you put the back on the head? I just have I don't have, like, it's not a big bun. I just have a small ponytail. We have someone to babysit the pets, yeah.
So people wouldn't ask so many personal questions. Hey, if she did that, it'd be a lot more entertaining. But she never plans anything. She's just like, oh, I'm Foodie Beauty. I could just get online and people will come here and that's all I need. Okay, roll with that and see how that works for you.
I think like what was I gonna say?
Nothing important.
I have the best stories. Yeah, from a time like my life is just really different now, you know. I spent time by now. Only went to the airport. Now she's give you heartburn. Yeah, me too.
Moving on.
What about another drive to Iraq border? Yeah, it was Iraq.
Food. I'm so bored of the topic. Let's just get through a good portion of this and dip out.
Our food is so different than what you eat.
Oh my God. Again?
Hi, YouTube lover.
No.
What kind of stuff do you eat, Lisa? The black ones, the two times spicy. I almost died.
Shut up. about the food. See? I'm like skipping ahead trying to get past the food talk, and it's like everywhere I stop, it's food, 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 food. Oh, is there no avoiding it?
I've made him like church basement spaghetti. Hi, Vanessa.
We're really skipping ahead. Screw you.
No P. What is it? Mashed potatoes, corn, shake and bake, chicken legs, standard meal. Yeah, I don't like the chicken legs that much, but
Moving on.
bed and, turning on the TV and watching movies.
Hi, Blackie. Hi, baby. Blackie's in here. I can't show her to y'all, but you guys can hear her. I'm going to give her some food. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. Blackie just came in and wanted her food. She decided to come in and say, "Hey, where's my food, human?" So I went outside and I fed her and spent a few minutes giving her her pets and her cuddles and her belly scritches. But she's fine now. So let's just finish up reacting to Chantal. Okay, so let's keep going. I don't know how much longer I'm going to go for. She's getting boring. She's talking about food, food, food. Blech. But we'll finish this out and see where things go. All right, let's do this.
My husband and my cat. Sometimes if the cat is sleeping up here, I'll go get Harry and shut the door and we'll chill with Harry. Richard, I'm married.
You're pretend married. Actually, you know what? You're right, Chantal. You are very, very married. You are a married woman. You've been a married woman for years to food. And you're very faithful to your partner that way, and you've never, ever cheated. Practically the only thing you've never cheated on.
There's not female DONEs, but women hang out, I guess. I don't know other places. Seal time. That's called privilege. Well, it's not like I have a home to maintain.
Okay, now I'm laughing. You have a home to maintain. But wasn't there talk more than once about getting a maid? So why get a maid if you're maintaining the home? And from what I've seen of your place, Chantal, it's not that big. And if you're one person living alone, what is there to maintain? You don't cook about 95% of the time. It's all takeout, which would require only just a garbage bag to put stuff in, maybe doing a load of laundry or two. You've got a washer and dryer right there. Like, how long does that take? I mean, I live alone. You can see what I've got. I've got a place. I'm generally a neat person. It takes me all of 10 minutes to clean my place. I was doing some cleaning today. So 10 minutes of cleaning. And then what do you do with the rest of your day? Sarah Lee, I mean, Chantal, I mean, Martha, baby reindeer. What exactly do you do?
Um, I have myself to be constantly trying to work on, you know, life stuff, but I do also really love just my seal time. I think everybody doesn't everybody look forward to where they can just like, you know, get cozy in bed and just like surf on their phone or do whatever.
You know what, though? Everybody looks forward to their relaxation time, but that's generally because a lot of the time you're working hard and you're doing things and you're active. So when you're active all day or all night, you really appreciate and you look forward to that alone time, that relaxation time, even if all you can give yourself is some alone time in the bathroom, taking a nice hot bubble bath. It makes you appreciate it and love it that much more because you earned it versus just configuring things to where you do nothing but lay around and do seal time.
Yeah, element OP, exactly. Just like life stuff that everyone has to do, I guess.
Yeah, but you're not everybody and you generally don't do life stuff. You avoid life.
But I don't really like have hobbies to where like I don't know, like working on my channel, I guess is my
Exactly, do you work on your channel again? You do very short videos and very short lives, and the lives are essentially effortless because you're doing a live, so YouTube is uploading everything for you. And the videos you put together are very short, which doesn't take any time at all to upload, allow the processing time, put the monetization on. That takes just minutes, mere minutes. She's trying to make herself sound really busy when she's not.
um planning on like writing. I am planning on like writing and stuff like that.
Okay, you must be trolling. You don't have the dedication nor the intelligence to be a great writer. You're trying to make your own reality show on your channel, but things haven't been interesting for a while. You're in doing this reality show, making your own show, being the director, being the producer, adding people as you will, and you're not able to keep people's interest nor make the show successful. So how are you going to be a successful, like, actual pen to paper writer? There's a lot of steps involved with that. To publish it with a company or self-publish, girl, stop. You don't have the focus to be a writer.
Um True crime, horror movies, just stuff like that, you know? I don't know, I don't have a hobby where like I color, knit, do stuff like that.
And that's a shame that she doesn't have that. One of the big tasks that Chantal would have to do to help her get on top of this food issue is, since food is her absolute everything, it's her comfort, it's what she uses to distract herself from her negative emotions. Nature hates a vacuum. If you have a really bad habit that has taken over your life, that has become your sole focus, in order to get away from it, yes, you need therapy and inpatient stuff and talking to people and figuring out what your triggers are and how it all started in the first place. But you need to replace that one thing with another thing or a group of things to take up your time and your focus and channel that negative emotion into maybe something positive. So instead of, say, focusing on food 90% of the time or 95% of the time and indulging in it, you find something else to take up your time, whether it's video games, writing a book, going to ride a bike, taking a walk, doing meditation, whatever. You have to find positive things to replace the negative thing that is all consuming. And that's going to be a really tough task for her because she is a person that she's all about self gratification and reward. And she's not going to look at other activities besides eating, that she's going to see the reward and go for the reward. She's not going to look at something like, say, meditation and think, if I meditate, it can teach me to quiet my negative thoughts, my chaotic thoughts, and bring myself some peace so I don't have to eat so much and use that as a form of coping. She's not going to see the reward in something that's not food. She sees the reward in food because it quiets her mind and her emotions. And on top of that, she's like, well, I should eat because I'm getting paid for it and I can make money with it. Not all rewards are money based, Chantal. There are greater, more positive reward from things that are not money based. Just taking a nice hot bath. The reward is you're clean and you feel good. You feel taking a bubble bath will make you feel so pretty. It makes you feel so luxurious, especially if you put some nice, comforting music on. Or taking a walk and you smell the air and you hear the birds singing. It makes you feel positive. Swimming makes you feel good. It cools you down. You're putting your focus on something that is not food, not letting food dominate your day. But your mind is just, you've got that tunnel vision and you don't want to open up the tunnel to where you can see more of the room.
I don't know. Doing nothing foods. Dixie, what the hell? No, I don't like puzzles whatsoever. Yeah, I do like reading.
When's the last time you read a book for real? When?
I do like reading. I haven't read anything in a little while. I used to listen to Audible, actually. You know? Really? Duck puppet? Beeson can be a hobby. Um, okay, Vanessa. The colors? Green, gold, and red. Oh, LMNOP Island serial killer stuff? No.
Moving ahead.
I'm trying not to eat too many sweets. I know I eat like junk, but I just don't want to overdo it, like a bunch of sweets. But maybe I could, like, some of the sweets are not that sweet, but how did yeah, it's shisha just tastes like flavor. It's flavored tobacco, but you don't taste the tobacco. I don't know. How did
Doesn't matter. The tobacco is still there, and tobacco is tobacco.
Salah propose? It's not like a proposal. It's like a
2 days. 2 days he proposed. Red flag.
We'll
Right.
get
Red
married
flag on the field.
kind of thing. Like, just kept saying like he wants to marry me and stuff. Sesame chicken bees. That's so good. I want to try the orange chicken from Cheesecake Factory. Is it really good?
And we go back to talking about food.
I want some Aisha Saraya or some kanafa or basbousa. That sounds really good right now.
Okay, so this is a comment. Stella Matkowski says, new to the community, why are reaction channels always giving you a hard time? Who is the worst? You know what, Stella? Instead of listening to Chantal or listening to the reaction channels, my advice to you is to do some research and do some homework. You can start with look up Foodie Beauty Cuba Rage, because that was the real Chantal. That there's a reason why that rage lives on in infamy. She took the mask off and she was all in her feelings and all in her arrogance. You think that we give her a hard time? I'll give you a pass because you're new to the community and you're not been around for years. But I encourage you and anybody who is new to the community that maybe you think the reaction channels are hateful, please feel free to do your own research. Just do a search under Foodie Beauty. Look up different clips for yourself, different things that she's done, and you'll see why we give her a hard time. We give her a hard time because she's an abrasive, abusive, evil witch with no conscience, no shame, no bottom to the in her abyss. She's awful. There's a reason why we feel the way that we do, and there's a reason behind the things that we say. She's made a point to be the most awful, abusive, abrasive, offensive person on YouTube. So, of course, we're going to have negative opinions about her, as would anybody, online or off, that met someone like her that was negatively affected by someone like her.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm being honest. Yeah, I do, of course, sometimes. Most of the time, I don't think about it when I'm here because there's no point. You know? There's no point. Pride Month. Not really. No, I don't plan on visiting Canada soon. I think I've been enough times for a while.
She, you know what? Even if she were going back, she's not going to tell us. Y'all realize that, right? She's going to hide it until the very last second when she can't hide it anymore. Maybe she's thinking that at the very last minute she can pull something out and she doesn't have to go back to Canada. She and Salah can go to Malaysia or Thailand and then maybe go back to Kuwait, and then she can like stick her tongue out at all the reaction channels. I mean, Chantal operates that way. She flies on the seat of her pants. There's no planning or scheduling with her. It's all like, I'm just going to keep things undercover, trying to get my way. And if I don't get my way, I can frame it to where I wanted to do this. This was supposed to happen. Oh, I want to keep it a secret from you guys. That's just how she does it, you know? She just cannot be truthful and admit that her time in Kuwait is over. And if it's not, it should be. Because the longer she stays there, the greater the chance that something might happen to her. Meaning, perhaps something legal, because Kuwait, she's a burden to Kuwait. She's a burden to Canada too when she's there. But Kuwait is sending a clear message saying anybody who's not a native citizen, if you are here under loopholes, if you are here and you're not supposed to be here, or you're doing some fraudery that we find out about it, we're not going to put up with it. And we're going to punish you for it. So if she had more than 2 brain cells in her head, she would look at that and plan to leave and not go back.
Has Julia tried to open the suitcase? No, but I should open it so she can sleep in it. The summer is not humid here. It's a dry heat. It feels like somebody's like the hot air in your face feels like a hot, but everyone sweats. Well, not everyone, but yeah, can get really hot.
Moving on. The endless circle.
Orange male tabbies like Garfield. Shelly. The Oh, really? Eggs online?
You know what? She's boring. I'm sorry, guys. We've got another, 20 minutes of this. I can't take it anymore. I just can't. I mean, there's nothing extraordinary here. Now, if she were raging and going off, or there was something interesting, you guys know that I would stick around longer. But this is just a whatever live. This is Chantal going live because she needs money for her trip. Although she's not going to get paid from YouTube until after she's supposed to leave. But she's still trying to stack up her money, even though it's really not going to work because she's not doing anything that's going to garner much attention. But still, that's what we're doing. So I'm out. Hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.